Yeah, so hello everyone, welcome to my YouTube channel. Today we have Anish Agarwal with us. He had qualified his CA in May 22 attempt, and right now he's working with KPMG Globals. He was hired from campus placement, ICAI's campus placement only. So let's hear more about Anish from himself. Yeah.
Thank you, Sudhanshu, for having me. Myself, Anish Agarwal, and I qualified CA in May 2022. Talking about my attempts, I have given individually each group, and I qualified in first attempt itself. And coming from the articleship background, I done my articleship from Kolkata, from a very mid-sized firm. So my exposure was in direct tax, indirect tax, and all sort of workings I have done in my articleship. And currently, I am working with KPMG Globals in the US audit profile in the asset management industry.
So Anish, everybody has a question uh, in their mind once they qualify chartered accountancy, whether they want to pursue their careers in industry or in the Big Four. So why did you choose the Big Four over industry?
Actually, I did my articleship from very mid-sized firm. So it was my during my articleship, it was my dream to be get into the Big Four and turn articleship from there, get early exposure of corporate. So that did not happen actually because of their certain criteria. Like they have some criteria to get to go there. So I was very much prepared before my CA finals that I have to go for like Big Fours. So I have that like interest in accounting and audit. So I have seen that. So that was my interest. So I chose Big Four over industry.
So now talking about Big Four only, there are further classification for the Big Four. One is the on-site and the off-site. We already know that there's KPMG and then KPMG Globals. So why did you
Yeah.
choose Globals over the Indian practice?
Actually, you may say that in globals, you get to interact with the like global clients. Basically,
Mhm.
you are supporting the engagement teams of the KPMG US. So we get the exposure to talk with the engagement team and get the exposure of overseas, how the KPMG US works. So that's what I think of we have done lots of works in India, like from the Indian perspective. So I wanted to get the exposure of how the work happens in the US and how they deal with their client, how the KPMG US runs. So that's all I think from the in the early stage. I only know that thing, so I chose KPMG Globals.
Okay, and is KPMG Globals providing you work from home right now or work from office?
So basically, I am in Kolkata office, and they have set up their business. They are in the we are the pilot group of Kolkata. Like they just set up their KPMG Global Services in Kolkata. So we are currently working on a hybrid model. So we have to go once in a week. So currently we are in a hybrid model.
Okay, okay. So you got selected in Globals through ICI campus placement, right? So
Yeah.
can you please tell what was the process of KPMG Globals to hire?
So basically, they have their two stages of selection process. Like they test you on the first stage, and they take your test. There is a AMCAT test, if you know. Like they test your communication skills, English, grammars, and some kind of audit and uh, accounting questions from the US gap. But we are here study according to the Indian India's or the convergence form of IFRS. So they test you in that US gap and accountings, and that was very basic question. You can easily crack that. So they only test your English, how you can speak and how you interact. Like we have to interact with the engagement team on a daily basis or according to the work. So that's what they test. So my test got cleared and they take my personal interview. And there was a director round only. There is no other round after that. And after director round, I got the call from HR in the evening that you have been selected for the KPMG. That's a
Okay.
process.
Okay. So I had also given the test for the KPMG Globals. Unfortunately, I couldn't clear that. So in that they ask various questions. Some are related to aptitude, some are related to our syllabus only. And at the end, that Anish mentioned that they ask you to repeat the sentences. So it is my humble advice to repeat the sentences twice while they ask
Yeah.
you, and that will help. Otherwise, you may get rejected if you repeat that sentences only once. Okay. So Anish, you had only one round of interview with the director. Can you recall any of the questions that they had asked you in the interviews?
So there is only the simple questions they ask from the Indias, like Indias 116, 115, and some sort of like auditing procedures, like internal financial control. And they ask you about how you perform they ask me about the like how will you perform the legal expenses, how will you check that legal expenses, and that's some sort of questions. And about your other extra curricular activities, like how you've been other than studies, what you have did till now. That sort of question, that is not director round was very good, there was no stress in that. You can easily crack
Okay,
that.
so director round is very easy. They only ask you about the CVs
Sorry.
and just a little bit
Yeah.
about your articleship experience. Apart from that, they may ask you little questions regarding IFC controls and some index or how to check any of the items of the balance sheet, right?
Yeah.
Yeah. So after that, once your director round was completed, you got the call from the HR, and that's how you got selected into KPMG
Yeah.
Global, right? Yeah.
Yeah.
So you are based out in Kolkata, right? So I think they
Yeah.
will be hiring for Kolkata location in November 22 as well, right?
Yeah. Yeah, they actually came into the campus right now. They are hiring through campus, not off campus. They are not hiring currently, but on campus, yeah, they are hiring now.
Okay. Okay. So I think we have covered most of our questions, right? So
Yeah.
can you tell any of the bonus tips that Excel tips that you would like to suggest the freshers who will appear for the KPMG Global's interview?
So bonus tip is that you have to be very average, not very top notch. Like you have to be average on your communication skills. First of all, they will definitely test you on that, and you have to prepare if you are going into the audit. Like I am in the audit, so then you have to prepare like India's and the procedures, assertions, internal financial control. That's sort of questions you need to prepare for going into the audit. For the other areas, for the like you want to go into tax and all, so you have to prepare from that perspective only. For the audit,
Okay,
you have to
okay,
cover most of the India's questions and the procedures, how you perform audit, and they will definitely ask you about the articleship, that how you did audit in articleship, and that's definitely going to be your cherry on the cake. For if you have any prior experience in articleship of audit, that definitely help you in the interview.
okay. And how is the work culture at KPMG Globals? Is it friendly or what?
So I've just completed my 3 months in January. So I visited office thrice in these 3 months. So the culture is very good. All are very supportive. There is no hierarchical barriers. If you go to the managers, or even if you are reach out to directors for any help, they are very welcoming. So culture is very good, and the environment is also very good. You will definitely going to enjoy the work you are going to do there. I am enjoying right now.
Okay, yeah. So
So,
Keeping going, Anish. Yeah.
one thing more, there is a in audit, there is a busy season from January to mid of April. So I am currently into the busy season, and the work has been increased. So during busy season also you face many challenges, like you have to work more hours, and you sometimes may find difficulty in you have other things to do, like you have to play. Like I am very I am very sporty person, like I have to play daily, like I can't live without sports. So that's one thing. And during busy season also they are taking your proper care, and they try to keep you very healthy, and in this busy season also. So the seniors, like my pod lead, like my leaders and my managers also get in touch with you very frequently and ask you about the work and how you are doing tech, and they are suggesting some tips to keep healthy yourself in this busy season. Don't stretch too much hours, and so take proper rest and work accordingly. So that's
Yeah.
a
So overall,
pretty good
they are
experience.
very friendly. Yeah.
Yeah,
Yeah.
yeah,
So
culture is very good.
yeah, that's why they offer variable pay in this season only. After the season ends, they give variable pay, right?
Yeah, yeah, yeah.
Okay. Yeah. So thank you, Anish. Thank you for taking out time in this busy season. Okay. We are glad that you are here. Okay. So thank you so much.
Thank you so much, Sudhanshu, for having me.